How's it going, friends? Welcome back to another video. I'm so excited about all these standard decks. I have so many decks in the pipeline that I want to try. Regional Championship in Bologna also coming up. I wish I could, I don't know, produce 2 videos per day, but I think that's a little bit overkill. So I'm just gonna keep on making one per day. And now we have this deck in front of us, which is something 3 weeks ago, or not too long ago, I would have said, nah, mono tokens. I mean, you can't do that. Domain is a big player. Why should you play this deck? You can't, yada, yada, yada. It's just too bad because Domain is a thing, right? But Domain has really dropped off, right? So I've been thinking how to attack the metagame in a good way. And yeah, I came up with this deck. So we have like mono red, is it Cutter? We have Abuela's Awakening, we have Jeskai Oculus, Jeskai Control, all these decks. And they're obviously, part of them are very creature heavy. So that's where stuff like Lay on Arms and Ossification comes in handy, especially against the Jeskai Oculus deck. And then the High Noon is in the main deck here, which is really spicy. I'm gonna see how this will play out. But I think this card is pretty powerful right now, and it combines very nicely with United Battlefront, which is the new card from Tarkir. Look at the top 7, put 2 non-creature, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from among them into the battlefield, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Collect the company for non-creature permanents. Yeah. So with the High Noon, I was thinking that it's obviously extremely good against specifically Curry Steelcutter, which is a major player in the format right now. It's also very good against Abuela's Awakening, stopping them from comboing off if you have it in play. The matchup game 1 might still be rough, to be honest, but we do have sideboard cards to help it further. And then if you look at stuff like Esper Pixie and even Jeskai Oculus, they do like to double spell. They do like to do, a lot of things. They're very cheap decks, right? They play a lot of cheap cards. They like to double spell. So High Noon will disrupt them as well, I would think. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe my idea is completely off. Maybe it's cool. Maybe not. Maybe this is a sick meta call. Maybe it's just a trashy idea, and I'll discard it after the video. Who knows? But I thought the idea was kind of neat, and I wanted to try it. I did think a bit about if I wanted to include temporary lockdown, but I came to the conclusion that I'm not super confident in that, but I came to the conclusion that I'd rather just find me Ossification and Glass Casket rather than the lockdown that non-bows with, all these 2-drops a little bit, and also exiles all my tokens that I'm producing, right? So, yeah. But, the numbers are still adjustable, of course. We'll see how it develops, how everything plays out. Playing a total of 24 lands and 1 Clayfire Bricks. I wanted more, you obviously want to maximize the United Battlefront so you don't ever have a situation where you look at 0 or even just 1 card, right? That would be embarrassing. So that's why the bricks is in here. Just gives me another land drop, so I essentially have 24 plus the bricks. And I guess down the line, you could technically flip this somehow. You can, make a treasure with Fountain Port and then exile a craft with that artifact and have another hymn. I mean, get 2 gnomes. It's not irrelevant. Like down the line in the long game, that might happen. And a card like Bricks is obviously not very good, but I think running exactly 1 mitigates a little bit the problem with a card like this, because in multiples, it is really bad. Like if you have to spend your turns paying 2 mana to get a plains, that's really bad. But if you have exactly 1 copy in your deck, that the multiple things won't happen. And so, it's a little something, a little minor detail that is nice, I guess. We do have 4 Caretaker Stellan, no surprise there. Just looking at the 3 mana enchantments, I have 3 Blind Mice, which, is another just engine type card. Buffs your guys, makes some tokens. Yeah. And then Seal from Existence. Just one card that can basically catch everything. So that felt nice to me. We had to make room for the Battlefront, so Beza has been reduced down to 1 copy, which feels kind of bad because Beza is one of the best cards in the deck. Or used to be in mono white, and just one of the best cards in standard, truth be told. So that does feel a bit bad, and you know, I have more in the sideboard. We'll come to that later, but yeah, just one in the main deck. And then the new card from Tarkir as well, Elspeth, which obviously pretty bonkers in a token stack. I mean, you have to just include this. This is our kill condition. This is our way to turn games around. I don't like Elspeth that much in like blue-white control or other decks, but I mean, in this deck, I'm playing Elspeth. It's the token deck. This card is obviously good here. And yeah, it would be weird to not try her. We'll see how she plays out. But yeah, I mean, mana base, 6 utility lands here. With those Fountain Port and Demolition Field. Demolition Field, great. Fountain Port, obviously excellent. 2 Sunken Citadel to make those lands cheaper to activate, and then 2 Elegant Parlor to help with the High Noon activation, which will come up. I mean, that will lead to games where we can speed up our clock a little bit by doming our opponent to the face for 5. I think that will happen. If you have multiples of them in play, we can also do that to kill a creature. We can kill a Sheoldred or whatnot. I don't know, an Oculus down the line. So there's some extra utility in High Noon. It's not just a hate piece like, I don't know, Deafening Silence would be that just sits there, does nothing else besides being a hate piece. The 5 mana Texas is relevant. And we have treasures from Fountain Port and these lands to use it. I could play more Elegant Parlor, but I also do want to have a high amount of basic lands because I do have Ossification in my deck. So I'm not sure exactly on the numbers there, but that seems fine for starters. Sideboard. Yeah, I was trying to incorporate as many playable things that we can hit off United Battlefront. And there's 2 copies of Authority of Consuls for the red decks, 3 copies of Rest in Peace for Abuelos, Jessica Oculus, of course. 2 copies of Stonebrain. This is just a Stone Cold killer against Abuelos, and that's one of our toughest matchups, I would think. So having 2 of those seems good. You can also find it with United Battlefront, extra bonus. 2 Exercise, just a good catch-all, you know, just a good sideboard card. It hits so many different things. You can side it in against various decks where, you know, any of the effects is relevant. I wouldn't bring it in against like mono red or is it prowess to just exile the cutter. I think that's a little too narrow. But, you know, stuff like Oculus or, you know, mirror type situation, domain, Jeskai, Jeskai Control perhaps, where you just want to have something that kills the Shiko. I don't know. We'll probably find use for it. 2 copies of Glass Casket. Again, there's situations, of course, where we want to board out the High Noons, I think, against like specifically mono red. While it is a little annoying, it's not really what we want to have. So I was thinking about something to replace my 2-drop slot with, and I think Glass Casket is perfect. People are not running much artifact hate, and it is findable with United Battlefront. You know, I would maybe play Elspeth Smite or Right's End instead, but I think being a Battlefront deck and trying to maximize that card, we just have to play stuff like this, even though it is worse than, you know, the Get Lost and the Elspeth Smite and the Right's End of the world. And, you know, Glass Casket is by no means embarrassing. So, you know, we used to play this card back when it was legal the first time in just regular decks, because the removal was less good back then in standard. All right, and then 2 more copies of Beza. Just, you know, helps against red, of course. And then Elspeth number 4. You know, I thought I want to just... Like, I have 1 Overlord and 1 Elspeth here. I just wanted another Haymaker card for, like, grindy matchups. And I went with the 1-1 split here. You could also play 2 Overlord. But Elspeth, I don't know, it just seems kind of busted in this deck. So I went with a 1-1 split. But I could see that you'd rather have 2 Overlords. Overlord is also fantastic, of course, in the deck. And it's another card that I would play if I didn't have Battlefront. Like, if you didn't have the Battlefront, you would probably play Beza and Overlord. And, you know, in the end, it might actually be the better version of the deck to just not play the Battlefront, not have all these restrictions in a way. But I do want to try the card. I want to see how powerful it is. And it seems kind of nice with also all these, like, Rest in Peace and Stonebrain type stuff. And yeah, that's the idea behind it. All right, well, there we go. Mono white tokens. Is it finally good again? We'll see. Let's go. Play first. Okay, pretty unexciting hand, but I do have a curve. I can scry into things. I'm at 94%. Finally a Mythic gamer. It's been a while. It's been a while. I don't play much outside of the videos that I create, and because I create videos and try to showcase, you know, some stuff some brewery stuff. I don't win as much as I would if I just, you know, pick up is it like if I pick up is it prowess and run just that for a couple days, I probably make mythic rather quickly. But yeah, I just don't play these days much outside of content. Yeah. By the way, I know some of you are already probably during the intro thinking, what about red white? Why are you not playing Urabra's Forge, Lightning Helix, and all that stuff? I think it's reasonable, but I would just say to those that have you guys read the card Late on Arms? Have you read that card? It's a pretty good card. So, you know, and then the artifacts, I don't know, Urabra's Forge, I don't think it's that good either in a defensive control type deck like this one is. I don't know if I want to spend my one removal. I think I'm just going to do this. I guess I keep the carrot cake around for later. Opponent missing a land drop. Probably kept sleight of hand here. We'll see. It's lots of Izzet Prowess on the ladder, isn't it? Maybe I can draw a High Noon. That would be sweet. Like Beza would be pretty good here. United Battlefront might also be pretty good here. United Battlefront into High Noon plus, I don't know, talent. I would take that. Opponent's thinking about Elspeth's Smite? Deep in the tank on the attack. Ah, no Battlefront, unlucky. Considering I don't have High Noon. I don't know if I want to play my seal, you know what I mean? I think I'm just gonna make some rabbits. Doesn't feel great, but I don't want to use my one heart removal. Yeah. Elspeth has 6 loyalty, so that's a good amount. But yeah, prowess plus. That is sort of like, people have been asking me, hey, why don't you run this in blue-white control? I mean, you know, just like a couple prowess, monstrous rage, slick shot, and this thing is just dead. What did you get? You get some rabbits, nice. Like some 1/1 soldiers in that case. So yeah, Elspeth doesn't seem great, and this is exactly the type of board state where I'm like, yep, Elspeth doesn't look good. The way I thought it would not look good, and that's why I didn't play it. And there's the Battlefront. One turn too late, but maybe good enough for me. I think I'm gonna jump 1, maybe. So this way I can Caretaker's Talent from the Battlefront. Oh, nice. And copy the token, draw a card. Now we're just going to do this, and with High Noon in play, ladies and gentlemen, this prowess deck is a lot more fair. The thing is, they have a lot of instants, so they can like cast a thing, then opt, stuff like that, which is a little annoying. What's happening here? You're gonna cast a spell? They also might have something like Flood More or this turn ain't big enough. I think I should absorb damage. We'll see what happens here. But I don't want to block both. So I'll take... What do I take here? 8, go to 10. Now they can like burst lightning my mice. They don't do that though. You know, I only can cast one spell to... So if they have like if they have burst lightning my face and rage me, I might still die. And this is sort of where Beza comes into play as a nice stabilizing card. Yeah, I mean, this would have been a Beza. I don't know. I mean, the High Noon obviously is good. I'm just missing a little bit of life gain, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Maybe I can incorporate more Bezas somehow. I go to 8 here. 2 more guys. Pass the turn. If they have another rage, This becomes a 3, this becomes a 5, this becomes a 2. So I block both of these for sure. And then they rage one of them, I take 7. I might just... This makes a token. No, this already created a token. I kind of got punished for not playing my Seal from Existence, maybe, on the Swift Spear earlier, on like turn 4, or turn 3 even. Maybe I got a little too greedy. Maybe if killing the Swift Spear would have bought me exactly the time I needed this game. I was at 18 last turn, and now I'm at 2, like very little life. Wow, okay, fair enough. This sucks, I guess. No, I'm just dead to land. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, alright, well, I mean, science, I guess, and okay, you didn't want to do that in my upkeep? Well, okay, well, I got Omega punished for not playing my Seal of Existence. Like, that would have changed the outcome of this game. Looking back, that I would have done something, but otherwise, the other punish in quotations was not playing 4 Beezer in my deck. Yeah. You brew, and sometimes you just get pummeled. You just get pummeled. It is how it is. I have my High Noon, I did my thing, but they just still killed me because I didn't have a sweeper. I mean, maybe you need the lockdown, I guess, and you just play High Noon and 4 lockdowns. Is that the solution? Then you don't have ossification, and then you can't beat Kaito, and you can't beat bigger creatures. I guess you still have laydown arms, but like if you cut this for lockdown, like then you don't really have much space for get lost type things, and you just lose against Kaito. So I'm like trying to play both sides, but I guess we just get destroyed. That was frustrating, honestly. That was kind of frustrating. I think I'm gonna cut this one with 2 glass caskets. I'm thinking about the authority on the play. On the play, it seems okay. I don't love the card against Is It Prowess personally that much. I think it's better against like mono red. But I should probably have it in my deck. I guess I can cut the seal. Maybe cut an ossification for another one. Cutting ossification and adding glass casket doesn't make any sense, does it? I mean, in this matchup, I guess it's the same. Although they might have Sunspine Links, but Sunspine Links not that good against me. But yeah, I guess. I mean, the casket doesn't need a basic to enchant it too, I guess. Do I just don't play? Day of Judgment would have been good that game. Just needed something to wipe the board. Oh, that was tilting. Man! I mean, my turn 4 was pretty pathetic. I think I would have won this game if I would have had a unified Battlefront on turn 4. Right? I scryed into it, making like 2 rabbit tokens, gaining some life with cake. If I had a Battlefront there, I would have probably won the game. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see how these post-board games go. They only have 1 rage. I probably also win that game. Like, the rage was really the best card they could have had at that point, besides maybe like Into the Flood more for my High Noon. I think this is best. Could exile the Swift Spear, but I don't like if I exile the Swift Spear and I play a Slick Shot here, I would regret my life choices. They went with the Slick Shot, which isn't that threatening, but it let's play this. I guess I can exile this. They can. This is not that threatening actually. Okay, fair enough. Next turn they cast it and attack me for what, 6 with a rage? I mean, it's not that threatening. And then I can Battlefront. Ooh. I do have cake as well as life gain, so maybe I don't need to Beza as much. Maybe I was just maybe I just lost a bit of a weird game. Maybe punting by not playing the Seal from Existence, turn 3 on the Swift Spear. They play that. So that is a bit of a tell that they have an Into the Flood more, isn't it? Sheesh. I mean, going this is it's pretty hardcore, choosing those two. I feel like I should definitely choose one of these at least. Oh gosh. I kind of want to choose the second high noon. Is that crazy? Nah, I'm just gonna take the authority. I mean, they're gonna bounce my high noon, I guess. Oh, Battlefront, when it works, doesn't it? Slickety Slick Shot and nothing else. Equip the Slick Shot. Let's go. So I can only cast 1 spell per turn as well, right? Gotta keep that in mind here. I can't go Talent Cake. So I'm just gonna do this. Oh, they have Spell Pierce. Oh shit. That was a bit of a. I was playing a little too fast there. I got too excited. Shit, that was bad. That was really bad. Okay, fair enough. What I should have done there is I should have just played Cake probably. That was really bad. Yeah. All right, I screwed up. That was a somewhat readable Spell Pierce, and I just did not think for a second. They have counter spells up again. That's a perfect card to find here. Oh, I can't play it, right? Oops. Okay. Alright, fair enough. High Noon messes with you as well. Yeah, I mean, getting that Battlefront count, that was definitely stupid. I should have just cast Carrot Cake there, and then I would have been in really good shape. I can double block the Otter. They have 0 creatures. Essentially, because I'm gonna lay down arms the other guy. Beza. Huh. I'll go to 12. I think I'm just gonna do. I don't know. I feel like I was thinking about keeping a token because I can copy it with the talent. Would be nice to have some instant speed removal, not gonna lie. That's pretty good with High Noon. Yeah, instant speed removal is good with High Noon, that's for sure. Alright, but we're learning as we go. I'm just gonna cast another Carrot Cake. The maximum amount of damage this Slick Shot is dealing me is like what is it, like 6, 7, 7 with a rage. So I would go to 5, go up to 8. I don't want to play Elspeth because counterspell. Beza also maybe disdain for stroke. Not a slicky. Okay. Yeah, instant speed removal, like something like a lightning helix. Yeah, maybe this mono white idea is not that good because I don't have instant speed removal. That's really important for High actually. Or like rights and get lost. At that point, we can't play with the Battlefront, realistically speaking, which that's how it is, I guess. I could pop the High Noon as well down the line. To just kill the slick shot EOT or something. Or I just pop, or I just do this. This seems pretty good too. And then pump it. Go on the offensive. Yeah, the High Noon is doing serious work here. The prowess deck just became pretty pathetic at this point. Okay, they can deal me 7 here if they have Rage. Bolt Wave, I guess, is the same. Alright, sure. The authority really didn't look that good. If I go Elspeth, attack for 12. If I go ossification, the only way they can, there's no, I mean, yeah. Yeah. They have another spell pierce. That ain't gonna do shit here. Yeah, instant speed removal really important. We're learning as we go. I'm gonna continue with this version of the deck. I mean, I'm trying this new card as well. So not only, yeah, it's not gonna be good enough. Yeah, I have 5 damage here on board as well, for what it's worth, so... I have lethal in play. But I also have 5 damage here. So I have technically 14 damage right now. High Noon is a comfy card for sure. Your opponent can't go like I'm totally safe at 8 life, right? Because they cannot triple bolt wave me. If they have 3 cards in hand, but they can't cast all of them. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Maybe cut the Day of Judgment for Glass Casket. Like, this sort of can be a sweeper as well, finding these removals in a way. I kind of didn't really need the Elspeth there. I'll just go down to 1 Elspeth then. Like, if I can find the Caretaker's Talent and just, like, slow the game down so much the way I did it there. I don't need, like, this big finisher that's bad into Spell Pierce. United Battlefront being bad into Spell Pierce is another reason not to play the card. Spell Pierce is pretty popular these days. This is a rather fair hand, but I'm gonna I mean, I can't believe this hand in a million years. Like, let's be serious here. I have a 2-drop, I have a 3-drop, I have Beza, and I have the Battlefront. That is my one and only Elspeth, and I don't need you this game. I can't afford you. Slickety slick shot. Next turn is gonna be a lot of damage. Like a High Noon here again would be kind of nice. Late on arms. Glass Casket. I also do like this because it seems pretty awesome against Oculus. Like, just kills everything in the deck. Alright, give me the juice. Bolt Wave. Rage. And an Opt. Put me to 8. 2 cards left. I'm play... It's really awkward. I really... man... Do I play around it? Do I play around the Spell Pierce? I think I have to. It's tough. Yeah, I do have to, I think. It's really awkward that they didn't have it. Pain. Now I have to play a talent next turn instead of one of these two. 8 life. Don't stock me up, please. They would have stocked up before playing the land. Ooh. Have 2 in the bin. And Swift Spear off the top. Shit. This ain't good for me. Alright, I gotta kill this. Yeah, the double tap land, the second tap land was huge. Huge pain. Huge pain. That cost me the game. Maybe. We'll see. It's pretty bad. Really, really bad. Half elemental. Okay. You have a counterspell as your last card? Otherwise he would have played the elemental, right? If they draw a land, I just die. If they have counterspell as the last card. Oh man. Like, I think they have, like, negate spell piece. I don't know, like, why would you play Slickshot over Elemental there, you know? Doesn't make that much sense to me. Oh no. Where's my High Noon when I need it? Bottom. No. Come on. Should have just gambled that they don't have a counterspell, but if you don't have a counterspell, why wouldn't you play the Elemental? Topped it. Monsters rage me. First line, I go to 1. So I'm dead to Storm Chasers again. Alright, fair enough. No High Noon, no fun. Yeah, I should have mulliganed. My hand was so okay though. Ah, there you are. Spell Pierce. You drew the Spell Pierce. Yeah. They didn't have it when I casted Lay Down Arms. They drew it on the turn after. Just like awkwardness, tap lands. They had double rage when I had High Noon in game 1. I wouldn't like take this as sort of like, oh, this is terrible matchup because I lost. I might have gotten a little bit unlucky here and there. But it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. This is pretty bad into Spell Pierce compared to Beza, which is great, or Overlord, also good into Spell Pierce. Just keeping notes. But we're going to continue with this list and maybe revise in the future. Play first. Okay. There's also a card called Builder's Talent, which gives you, for 2 mana, it's sort of like a carrot cake. Way worse, though. I'm not including it. I looked at it. I was like, eh. It's a 2 mana enchantment that gives you an 0/4. It's a saga. No, it's not a chant. It's like a talent, not a saga. Builder's Talent, which is a not much better block against these type decks, I guess. I think I'm just gonna ossify. Actually, I don't want to play my High Noon yet. Maybe just Cake. Then I go late on High Noon, and on turn 4 I can crack Cake, go ossification. Awkward. Man, taplands are really awkward in this deck. What's going on? Anyway, turn 1 taplands are fine, but not later. I mean, maybe it's okay. Alright, I'll keep it. I don't know. Do want to land. It is a good land. It does make my Fountain Port cheaper. Haven't seen Gruul in a while. It's not just Gruul. Well, I'm glad I have this this High Noon then. Let's lay down arms here and play my High Noon. Alright, High Noon, the hate card that you want right now. They can go Nemesis, but it's unlikely they have Nemesis in a Steel Cutter deck, right? And I do have ossification for Nemesis. Yeah. Yeah, I got it in the main deck. Yeah. Just that little hot fire here is all you got, yeah. Second High Noon, not the greatest card here. It's okay. So if this is the best threat they could play, their hand is pretty bad. Then I'm just gonna kill it. Like, I think they would have played any other card, essentially, right? Like Ember Heart, maybe Manifold Mouse they're keeping for turn 4, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. Put it on red for the High Noon, just for the eventuality. I guess if they go Manifold Mouse here, then have Rage for the mouse. It's a little annoying. Yeah, Manifold Mouse specifically would be annoying. Looks like they do have it. Okay, shit. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. Yeah, if you don't play all the Battlefront stuff, you can incorporate like 3 copies of Day of Judgment, 4 copies of Beza, right? You don't have to constrain your deck. And you're not bad into Spell Pierce. And you can play Right's End and whatnot. Not another one! That's literally the best card in this situation. Jesus Christ. Damn it. Brutal. So they have Rage, they have a lot of damage. What do I do? Sack Cake, draw a card. Try to find an answer, try to find something. Can't believe I'm... We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But I'm not too excited so far. Except for like a Beza would also kind of solve the situation, I guess. But yeah, they're just getting me the fair and square way, which this is not how it should play out. This is not how I planned this to play out. Now you're gonna use it? No. I guess I have the High Noon up. Whenever they go for a Monster's Rage, I can just kill it in response. But still, I'm taking 5 per turn. It's not optimal. Manifold Mouse really was the best card here, by far and away. Maybe I should exile this, huh? This hits me for 6 now. If they want to hit me for 6, yeah. I mean, they give it double strike. Shock is an indication, of course, that they're running more than just 4 burst lightning. So if they give it double strike, it already has trample. Oh, they're splitting the power. Lucky me. Damn. Okay, I guess this doesn't work, huh? I guess this just doesn't work. You need to play Bezas. But to be fair, I mean, this game I didn't even draw a Battlefront. Like, the Beza could theoretically, in your head, you could just make that swap, right? Oh yeah, you have Beza Battlefront. But in this game I didn't even draw it. Okay. So I take what? 4, 5 plus Rockface Village. No. The spot removal is really shit with High Noon. Or the sorcery spot removal especially. Like, maybe you do have to play red-white, then you don't play the laydown arms. You just play a bunch of lightning helixes. Hope to not get paired into a Kaito deck. I guess you could just run Get Losts and Rock and lightning helixes. And then you don't play the Battlefront, I guess. Maybe Battlefront's just... You just play a High Noon deck for High Noon. You don't play the Battlefront. And then... yeah, this is not quite lethal yet, but I play one spell, it's lethal. I do have this High Noon though. Actually, I'm just gonna kill off this mouse. I'm just hoping they haven't cast a spell this turn yet, right? They have equipped and activated village, so I hope they don't have double 1-drop. Yeah, this puts me to 1. Okay. So I just hope they have flooding now. Yeah, I definitely constructed my deck badly. If you want to play a High Noon deck, you have to have instants. So you have to have like get lost type stuff, Right's End. If you go mono white, if you go red white, you have Helix. And the later on arms just being awkward because it's sorcery speed. Yeah. Nice play. Manifold Mouse was big MVP there. Really good against High Noon to have that impactful spell. Huh. Alright. I don't know if Temporary Lockdown would have done much, to be fair. Like it would have been good this game, I guess. Because like even if I lose my High Noon, I probably win by a landslide. Really difficult. I don't know. Like I know that I'm doing a lot of things wrong, I guess. I think that's my feeling right now. What I'm doing here, this list, is doing things wrong. But I can't like pin it exactly to like I don't know what the right way is either. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see, I guess. Just cut all the Elspeths. Yeah, it's certainly. Yeah, I think the Battlefront stuff is too cute, unfortunately. But it's good to know. It's you know we're learning things. We're learning Battlefront is a little too cute. High Noon, on the other hand, in the main deck, that is still open for discussion, I think. That is still like, hey, that might actually be how you want to build the deck and actually might make for a really good deck. That's what I'm thinking. Interesting spot here. Like my late on arms doesn't kill anything besides a 1-drop right now. But it is a mana efficient play. I think I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. Then I don't have to play a shitty card like Authority of the Consuls in my sideboard either. I don't know. I can't answer the question. What the heck? Oh, I chose the wrong mode. I thought this was an enchantment. No. Pick your freaking poison. I haven't seen this card in a long time. I think it's a really bad card. So there's a lot of reasons why you don't see it. It's way worse than Poor Batch Formation. Although, okay, I'll take it back. I'll take it back. I'm sorry I said that. It's not that bad. Yes, there's Steel Cutter now, I guess. All right, fair enough, fair enough. You can blow up a Steel Cutter with it. I'm not sure if it makes it better than something like Heritage Reclamation, though. I don't know. I guess it does kill Slick Shot in a pinch. One's chilling on a questing druid, I guess. Nope. I want my Battlefront. I want to lock the game up. I want to prison my opponent out of the game. Can I win with my Brewski? Can I get it down? Can I get it done? Alright, yep. I guess I'll just make more tokens. A lot of colorless lands today. Oh. Do I need to draw that many cards? Huh. I'm at 21. Let's be greedy. I like drawing cards, what can I say? It's kind of wild to me that literally every single talent of this entire cycle sees constructed play or saw constructed play at a given time. The white talent in the tokens deck, as you can see. The black talent in the sacrifice decks and Pioneer. Ooh, that's a good one. This time they hit. That was a pretty strong turn. I could triple here. Oh, they don't have anything, huh? Okay. And the Hotfire Hero attack was a little sus. When you got nothing. A little sus to me, if I may say so. Glad I kept the second talent for what it's worth. Really, really glad. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, let's get rid of the challenger. Let's attack for a point. Let's get in there. Like, the thing is also the mono white deck with the Bezas and like the back in the days mono white list for like 2-3 months ago. That deck was actually pretty decent against aggro, right? Like late on arms. Lots of life gain. Everybody's on this card, huh? It's certainly a good one in this matchup. I think this is a little better than like making a token with Fountain Porter or Caretakers, Carrot Cake. Just 9 power and toughness. I do get punished if they have a third one of these. Let it be like that. At least it's a sorcery. So I'll know that they have it or not. It's also a cheap spell with Cutter. I guess that is another reason to run it. Yeah, interesting. I mean, Gruul, Cutter, you do have a lot of 1-drops, obviously. The half elemental also nice. Okay, I don't know if I like that play, honestly. Wasn't it to be anticipated that I will do this? I guess you're happy doing that? Trading your big guy against all my guys? Ugh. 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 So this is a trampler, unfortunately. It is how it is. It is how it is. It is a trampler. It is reality. The reality I'm living in. But yeah, I have free freeze, right? I forgot about that. For a second, I was like, oh, I have only won once. So this trample's over, but I do have 2 free freeze right now. Caretaker's Talent. Good Magic the Gathering card. Yeah, as I said, the red talent sees play in Phoenix, right? And the blue talent is obviously the most prevalent of them all. Yeah, so pretty cool that they made a cycle where every single one of them was constructed playable. Playing the Swift Spear there when you have a cutter in play. Maybe you want to wait. What do I know? Definitely do want to play a spell before. I mean, I don't even. Maybe it's just better to run our talent and make another token than to cast this Battlefront. Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding? Let's be real. I'm casting my Battlefront. I'm getting me some bricks. And I'm not talking about intercontinental alliances. Okay. Weird joke. All right, the Challenger. Oh, Challenger with equipment. Look at that. Synergy. Synergy. Uh-huh. All right. All right. Challenger, they can cast it in the end. Oh, that was a mistake. You should have done it in your end step. I guess. No, you still get a monk. You should have done it in your end step. Oh, they cast it as a creature? Okay. That's fine by me, I guess. How about we draw some cards? Now I can craft with my glass caskets with the bricks. Hehe, funny. Okay, very funny. Let's go with. Oops. No. I don't want to sack tokens. No. I'm good. I'm Gucci. Let's go casket. The Ember Heart. Bye bye. Let's go authority number 2. Let's go Tarkir. Get another boy. Sure, keep that. And let's go high noon. And let's attack for free. So I ain't messing around anymore. Look at all these things I have sitting on the battlefield. Imagine playing this deck in paper. Just like the entire board, the entire table is full. You're like into the second table next to you, and on the other table you have permanents laying around. I guess you can stack the glass caskets on top of each other, stack the authorities. All right, you want to trade? My guys are bigger than yours, theoretically. It doesn't matter at this point. The game is over. It is over. I do have a cake in my graveyard. I can use with the bricks as well. Ah, come on, we're just bricking, right? It's great. It's gotta be like I'm just accomplishing all my life goals right now. Bricking, drawing 2 cards. Oh. 4/4s. I like 4/4s. Yeah, gain 3 life. There you go. My friend. Play Elegant Parlor. It's another 5 damage to the face. I'll take it. Hey, I'm having fun at least. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Back to reality. They're on the play. I'm gonna die on turn 4. All right. Let's go. No changes. Don't need the Elspeth. Yeah, it's funny, huh? Elspeth is just 5 mana sorcery. Can't put 5 mana sorceries into your deck when Spell Pierce is a card in the format, is it? Alright. I mean, this is like similar to the first hand I had. To the game 3 in the last match, right? Against Izzet. I also had a hand similar to this. Can't really mulligan it, can I? Okay. They're playing it slow. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that they play it slow. Go for a questing druid, you know, that type of stuff. Seriously, we need like glass casket, exile any permanent that costs 3 or less. That's what we need. You know, like we're at that point in time. I feel like power creep. Just a little 2 mana O-ring for small stuff. I think that would actually be good, but wouldn't be broken. You know, I think that would actually be probably a good design choice at this point in given time. Ja, genau. No third land for Arne today, huh? No third land for me, huh? Is that how we roll? Just keep a free land on the draw hand and just draw 4-drop, 4-drop. I know I'm gonna draw the tapped Elegant Parlor already. Really slow draw over there. Okay, we're cooking, I guess. I'm just gonna wrap the board. And fuzzing around against 2 mice. Okay, they're gonna questing druid me again. Lithomantic Barrage. Very creature heavy draw. Yeah, maybe you have to play the Battlefront with Lockdown. I mean, that's a really powerful card to get. Then you can't play all these things, but maybe that's fine. Oof. Not the best. Not the best. High Noon would have been fine. They would have not been able to do that much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you have to play Battlefront with the... They have Paw Patch and Pick Your Poison. It's still enter tapped. Oops, I think they didn't calculate that. Yeah. Like being able to find lockdown with the United Battlefront is pretty damn good. I don't know what else. Alright, I don't have red mana though. I mean, I do have treasures, I guess. Oh, sheesh. Monster's Rage. Equip there, yeah, that's smart. And then play Manifold Mouse. Monster's Rage that. We'll take 9. Yeah, same thing as in the Is It Prowess game. I mean, these United Battlefronts have been terrible to be... another one. I don't even want to cast that. I'm scared. I'm scared. Let's... Yes, sure. Okay. Close! Got him down to 1 card. But I'm on 2 life. No Beza, no fun. Yeah, Beza would have been good this game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. I don't have anything. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Play first. That's a really fair hand. I do have the parlor though. I'm on the play, I have a fountain port. Borderline, but I think I'm going to keep it. Okay, so you could play Battlefront with Lockdown maybe, and then you just have High Noon. The problem is you have to have like 20 permanents, like at least like 20. I think 20 is like the minimum for the Battlefront to get. So how do you fill up the rest of your deck? You have the bricks. All right, we're doing it. You have the bricks, I guess, you can play. You have Caretaker's Talent. You can play Builder's Talent, I guess, which is just a terrible card, though. And then you can play a bunch of free drops, but you also don't want to fill your deck with a ton of free drops, necessarily. Like, you don't want to have, like, a bunch of Urabra's Forges and all these cards. Maybe there's some red... Maybe there's some... Maybe... I can look through all the colors and see if there's something in some other color combination that is actually useful. 4 mana High Noon. Playing only 1 spell per turn now, my friend. That's how we roll. This Blind Mice card has also been absolute trash. Let's get you out of there. Let's start the shenanigans. Yeah, maybe there's, I don't know, maybe there's some other enchantments we can, like, we can technically splash any color, right? We could play blue. You know, you can get Simulacrum Synthesizer in the artifact decks, but that would be a totally different deck again. Hey, bro, that ain't fun. Take all my Elspeths? Wah. Wah, wah, wah. Not cool. Yeah, I take a look at my deck. What a work of art, right? Attack on Mio. Play Plainzo. Pass. Fountain Port. If you play a Demolition Field, I would be unhappy. I need this Fountain Port. Triple Forest over there, which is up against Golgari. Control. Okay. Main deck Haywire Might. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do on a ladder these days, huh? You just gotta find your ways to win against Cutter. Do I make a token? Or do I draw a card? I think I make a token. 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 I think I make a token think I just make a token. Maybe it's wrong though. Maybe I should draw a card. Yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of it. I don't care. It's not that good in the matchup. Yep, yeah, it's fine. Ooh, second fountain port. Ooh. I don't know if I want to play Beza. I don't think so. I got my army of tokens. Like if I play Beza, they go deadly cover up or something. I wouldn't like that. Mason Dome. I'm pretty sure they're like a deadly cover up deck, right? Like maybe even Beanstalk. Let's draw some cards this time around and make one fish. How are fish even attacking on the ground, on the battlefield? How's that even a physical possibility? Can someone explain? They're like sliding? Blast zone. It enters with one counter, unfortunately. Maybe you can remove a counter somehow. Put to 0 counters. 0 counters. I think I'm just gonna make another fish. I'm gonna up the clock a little bit. If they go sweeper, I draw 2 cards. I have inevitability with these fountain ports anyways. Okay. And actually getting them low is nice with the lava axe in my deck. Yeah, okay. Maybe just like lightning helixes and stuff. Red white. And then I take a look at the red permanents you can get into play with the Battlefront, maybe. Or I just don't play the Battlefront and I just play Caretaker's Talent, Enduring Innocence, all that crap. That will not work as you think it would. Glimpse the core. Not quite sure what exactly is going on over there. Oh, I know they're dead. Yeah, it's a burn deck. It is a burn deck. It's like that meme with the hat thing. No, it never was a mono white tokens deck. It was always a burn deck. Okay. Golgari something. Golgari control. Golgari glimpse the core, ramping into what? What are you ramping into? You have a lot of forests. Are you playing Nissa Ascended Animist? I don't know. A lot of forest. No swamp gun there. So like the black is just a light splash for the end. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, you can't get a base. Yeah, you can get a swamp with that, right? They just naturally drew a lot of forest and got a forest. Okay, fair enough. So what do I even have in my sideboard? I guess Exercise is gonna come in. Beza is probably okay, and these two. And Stonebrain, I just don't know what to name. Get rid of the Glass Casket. Get rid of... I mean, some combination of these cards, I guess. 5 cards I have to cut. If I cut Ossification, it is less targets for my Battlefront. But it is a pretty bad card here. The Heinun is pretty bad too. Day of Judgment is bad. It's like the fewer... I'm just finding fewer and fewer cards for my Battlefront, which is a little unfortunate. Now I have how many targets? 5, 8, 10, 14, 16 only. 16 is low. Do I just play this? Choose the end or something like that? All right. I don't know what's going on exactly. Maybe the sweepers are actually good because they play some type of thing that makes a lot of things on the battlefield. I don't know. I just don't know. Could have trimmed all the high noons. I mean, the cut is pretty bad. Okay. Kind of just want to do this. Yeah. The greed. Let's go for the greedy line. No lands, all spells. I mean, less lands. I don't need the planes either here because I probably won't have to use later on arms. Maybe. I guess I won't. Maybe they'd kill my high noon again. That would be nice. Maze my turn. Yeah, it's an annoying one. Exercise. Stone brain. No. Just cake up, I guess. Ba 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 ba. Sure. I'll take the Surveil land. I could just cast my Stone Brain next turn. And maybe they get fearful. They exile with the might. Then I can go Talon, copy my rabbit on turn 4. I kind of like that. Let's put the fear in them. They're just going to kill my carrot cake? I mean, I wouldn't mind that either. They're going to attack? Okay. I'll attack. Okay. I'll play Stonebrain. I would love for you to exile that. Please do it. Yeah, come get rid of. Yeah, I wouldn't have known what to name with that thing anyway. So that was the best Stonebrain ever. So glad I sideboarded it in. Ah, wonderful. Okay. What's happening? Encroaching Dragonstorm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? They were like, you ain't doing that. That's on me. I'm gonna exile cards from the deck. So what are you naming? Caretaker's Talent? Maybe they take the 4-mana sorcery. Battlefront. That would make some sense. They take Elspeth. Okay, fair enough. Also makes sense. Yep, you got it. I hope they can't kill my talent. But I do have Fountain Pool, so I don't need the talent. I have a card draw engine. Okay. This is gonna play out similarly as last time. I'm just gonna make fish and kill them with the fish. Imagine take that line that I just said out of context and put it somewhere else. I'll just make fish and kill them with the fish. It only makes sense in Magic terms. Wouldn't make sense anywhere else, really. It would get you weird looks. Ah, of course. All right. All right. It's actually interesting which one of the two you want to get rid of, huh? They haven't shown me much to trigger the Beanstalk with. I guess that makes me think they're playing Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Beanstalk it is. Lightning Helix plus High Noon seems pretty exceptional. Like, imagine that. Imagine how these games against both Prowess and Gruul would have went if I had Lightning Helix. I would have won those games with the high noon in play because it buys so much time. Armadillo! What the heck is going on here? Are they playing? Okay, I guess I know what they're doing. Is there some shenanigans, some combo shenanigans going on maybe? Wait, there are 3 cards in hand. Can I Beza here for profit? Not really. Only if I draw an untapped land, I guess. They have more lands than me. I guess I could have scryed into a land. But if I play untapped land, I don't get the treasure. I'd rather get the card than the treasure, obviously. Should I blow up their fountain port? I don't think so. I think I'd rather have my own fountain put up. Free blind mice. Should I play that? I can't. For some reason, like when Sunken Citadel makes you think sometimes you have 3 mana instead of 2, but yeah, no, you don't. It's not a double land. Yeah, they play that Smuggler's Surprise, right? You wouldn't play Armadillo otherwise, would you? Yeah, that's my guess right now. Smuggler's Surprise. Then maybe they get some weird combination of powerful things. I don't know. Okay. Me like that card. Sure. I could just play this, huh? I'm just gonna do this. I want to put a little bit more pressure on them. Even if they're Wrath, then in the upkeep I can make a talent cake and copy the thing with the cake. So make a stop in the upkeep. If you look at this picture, like they're all looking at it like crazy. Oh my god, a carrot cake! Can you believe it? Burning them out with the high noon again. If I draw a land, that will work. You can't kill my Beza. I guess they have 4 life there. They're at 16. Not quite. We're getting close. Mono white burn. Mono white burn. Okay. Alright. No need to do anything in the upkeep. Exercise yet again. We'll make a mouse. Draw a card. More cakes. I can hit him for 9. That seems appealing. That does seem pretty appealing. Make a land drop with this. Maybe that was wrong. I think that was wrong, actually. I should have... Yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't think this through. I should have... No, that's correct. No, never mind. I can't do it. I can't do it the other way. I wanted to, scry... Like, I wanted to use my talent and pass the turn and then make carrot cake end of turn. But that doesn't work because this cost me 5 mana. So this is definitely the play. I thought for a second that I had already leveled it to 2. But I did not. Again, making the upkeep stop in case of a sweeper. Although in case of a sweeper... I mean, a high noon is not enough, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they remove my board, it's fine. Okay. If they remove talent, I still have 5 power, so it's annoying for them as well. Okay, we beat the Golgari deck. Well, I did learn a lot from this. I learned how to build high noon decks. You want to have instants in them, so you can play 2 spells per turn. That's really important. And yeah, I learned that Battlefront is maybe not it. Those are 2 important takeaways for the future. So I think this was a really good learning session for me, and maybe for you guys too. I did the work, I guess. I tested it. I was the experiment today, or this was the experiment, and we came to conclusions. My thesis at the beginning of the introduction, at the beginning of the video, was certainly shattered. I think not completely, but in some ways. The Battlefront, and the way I built my deck, But I can go back to this and start working on this little project, this high noon mono white stuff again. Because theoretically, it has a lot of it has good stuff going for it, I'd say. And high noon seems like a main deckable card if you're red white. All right. Yeah. No, I like all of this in a way, even though I did some losing today. All right, cool. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, then it's okay too. That's fine. In any case, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe if you haven't yet. I would really appreciate that. And I see you next time, guys. Take care.